Hi, this is Kathi Quinn with Floriani. Floriani is a division of RNK Distributing, and I want to welcome you to this week's Project of the Week. Well, it's coming to the holidays, and we got lots of fun gifts to do and to make, and I thought I would focus on our RNK Quilters Select Craft and Cut software. This is all about our digital cutters, cutting vinyl, cutting heat transfer vinyl, cutting out applique fabric, but I'm focusing not so much on embroidery as focusing on the fun stuff I can do to create gifts for the holidays. Now, I would like to give all my kids and my daughter-in-laws Yeti cups, and I would like to personalize them, their names, their monograms, have some fun with them. So let's start out here, and I'm going to come in here to my lettering, and I'm going to click on lettering and left mouse click on screen. And I've got the Fables up here, which is great, and I'm going to type in Jessica. And I'm going to probably put that at a -1 spacing and apply. And I like that. I might want to come in here and move these are touching just a little too close for me. Move this one over just a hair. But other than that, I think I like the spacing in here. Now what I did is these blue diamonds are kerning icons. Now what's fun about Floriani is notice, if I want to change the space between the I and the C, I can do that and the A will come along for the ride. So I can literally just change the spacing between the letters I want, and I don't have to go back and play with all of them. So I don't like the spacing here. Well, I'm going to bring this and notice the whole bunch comes forward, which makes it very easy to work with. Now I kind of like that font for Jessica. So I'm going to bring that in here. And now I want to do something fun, something different. Now Jessica's a teacher. I think I'm going to come in here and drop this down. And let's see, I think I'm going to break up this text. Okay, so now it sees it all as individuals. See how that is? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, the I. I'm going to, let's see if I can ungroup this. I can break this apart too. Because what I want to do is I want to get rid of the dot on the I. Because I think what I'm going to do is come over in here and I'm going to bring in an apple. Jessica's a teacher. So I might want to come in here and do something a little different. Maybe I want my Jessica to have a little apple over her name. Something different, something that makes it individual to her that you're not going to see on someone else's cup. Well, I think that looks pretty good. There's lots of things. I could have played knockout, and we'll look at that in a moment. Let's look at a few features. So I really like how this looks. So what I'm going to do, since I have, obviously I've got 2 colors of vinyl. I'm going to do it in 2 different colors. I think I will do the apple in a red. And I think I will do all the other letters. I'm going to grab the J, hold down my shift key and go to the A. So I've selected all the other letters. And I think I'm going to do those. She loves purple. Purple is her favorite color. So let's see what we can come across with here. Now, I don't know what, let me go into my, let's see what I've got. Well, we'll just stay with craft and cut. I'm going to pick whatever color of vinyl I want. I just want to sometimes I like to get an idea of what it's going to look like. Here, I'll pick this purple. So that's how the Jessica's going to look. So I like that. So I'm going to file. Now I'm going to first go save to cut. This is a huge feature. Now I'm going to use my scan and cut. And I'm going to come down and I'm going to do vinyl. Oops, wait, I forgot one thing. Before I do that, I need to, since it is 2 colors of vinyl, I need to come in here and I need to give myself some registration marks to make sure everything lines up perfect. Floriani makes everything so easy. I'm going to click on the registration marks and I'm going to put them on the left. The size is fine. Okay. Now you notice what it did. I've got 3 red registration marks and my apple. And then I have purple registration marks, and I'll just pull those apart so you can see. So you can see that it's going to cut 1 set of registration marks in just the apple, and out of the purple, it'll cut registration marks, and the purple. So when they line up, when we lay them and press them down onto the cup, it's going to be perfect. So now that I've added in my registration marks, and all I did is click my target. It looks like a target to me, and that added in those registration marks. So File, Save to Cut. Now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to tell it, hey, I'm using vinyl. Now I will go to Next. Now with the Next, it's telling me, put that blade depth at 1.75. You want your cut speed at 3, your blade pressure at 1, and you just need 1 pass. So that's telling me how to cut the vinyl. Now, if I really don't understand how to work with layered vinyl, it's fine, because we've got Hope Yoder. So right here it says special instructions with cutting multicolored vinyl that overlaps. It's best to apply registration marks. So then you can click right here and go and have Hope show you step by step how to weed this, how to layer it, how to stick it on so you have a perfect cup the first time. So Hope gives you the step-by-step how-tos, and you can't beat a video. Hope is the queen of this, so you can go in here and watch her videos on how to make this perfect. So now that I've looked at that, I'm going to say Next, and I'm going to finish. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to name this Jessica's Yeti. And I can stay with FCM files because I have a Brother Scan and Cut. Or I could go ahead and say, let's do SVG because I have a newer Scan and Cut, but I also have a Cameo. And that way I've got it for everything. So I'm going to come up. I'm going to go to my desktop. I'm going to make a new folder. And I'm going to call this Yeti Cups. And I'm just going to put everybody's in here. And I'm going to open this up and save it. Now with my Scan and Cut, of course, I can put my red vinyl down and my purple vinyl down and drag everything on top so it stitches or cuts out in the most judicious way. Now notice what happened. This not only, when I saved it, it's given me a page I can print out that tells me what my settings are, shows me everything I've got going on here. I think this is absolutely amazing. So now I can close this. Now let's come in here and let's pick Noah. Noah is Jessica's husband. So I'm going to go to Noah, click on screen, and I'm going to do Noah, and I'm going to put his all in capitals because he just has 4 letters. And I think I'm going to come up and make it look a little more masculine. So I'm going to go to one of my bigger appliques, and I'm going to apply that. And again, I think I'm going to manually drag these in where I like them. Because like I say, he's got a really short name and I can play with this. Now I'm going to put Noah in. Now let me see, I might want to do something different for Noah. So let me look at my knockouts for Noah. Let's come in here and see what all I've got. Ooh, Noah plays the guitar. So there's a musical note. So let's come in here. Let's bring this down. And I want to knock this out. I think I'm going to knock this out. Oh, this would be pretty cool. Let me see where I think it would look good. I think if I'm going to put this H just a little closer. If you've lost your registration, all your kerning marks and everything, select your lettering again and notice all my marks come back. I'm going to put this H a little closer. There we go. Now I'm going to put this in. Let's see how this looks with my note. I'm going to select all and I'm going to knock that out. Now I can drop down here and you've got all kinds of things you can do. The last tool is knockout. Now what it did is it knocked that out. Well, I don't like how that looks, so I'm going to undo as my friend, select this, and maybe put it at a little different place. Maybe it'd look better. Ooh, maybe it would look good right here. Well, we'll see. That's the nice thing about this is you can look and play and say, where does it look good to me? That looks hideous. So that's not going to work. I really enjoy knockout. But knockout is kind of like a learned skill. It's the thing about knockout is you're knocking one piece of vinyl out of another. So you don't want to have too much in a dead space, because if you have dead space, that's not going to knock out of the middle here where there's no vinyl to cut it out of. So you kind of want to get your letters nice and close together when you're doing knockout, but not so close that it obliterates the letters either. So let's try this one. And you know what, before I try that one, I'm going to grab this. I'm going to make this just a hair bigger. Now let's see how that knocks out. Well, you get the idea, but again, we're missing that stem part. So undo is my friend. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this really, really close. I don't know if I can get it close enough so that I like it. There we go. Well, we can tell what that is, but I just don't like it. I don't think it looks good. I don't think it's working. So maybe I'll get something different, a different shape. Something that might work a little bit better with his name. Let's see here. Let's look through and see what else we've got. Oh, I know. Let's get a heart. There you go. Now let's come in here and let's make this a little bit smaller. Let's rotate this. And let's see how that looks knocked out. Well, I kind of like the heart knockout. I think that looks pretty cool. So then I could come in here and I would do the same thing. Now, on Noah, I think I'm going to make his letters black. Of course, I would make my heart probably a red. And you can see that heart really nice out there. So I like that knockout. So here's Noah. Again, I'm going to come in and grab my target stickers. I've selected all items. And I'm going to say I need to make targets because this is layered vinyl again. So there is my nice layered vinyl for Noah. Again, you can see, we'll pull it off just so you get it. There's the black, there's the red. And with the registration marks, it will line up perfectly. So File, and I'm going to Save to Cut. And again, I'm picking vinyl. Next, next, and Finish. And this is going to be Noah. And again, I'm going to go ahead and go with the SVG file. And I'm going to save Noah. So it's going to save my red file, my black file. And again, I can print out if I need cutting instructions. So let's do one more. Let's look at something else. Now let's go ahead and let's do Vicky. Or let's see here. Now these are all monogram templates that we could do. Oh, these are some cool ones. I like this one. So I'm going to pick this and I'm going to do, let me see who I'm going to do. I'm going to do, okay, Jennifer Quinn, and Kathleen's her middle name. So there's my daughter-in-law, Jen. Now I don't like the way this looks with this one. Now, text 1. I don't get this. Let me see. I don't like that font. Let's look at some other fonts for it. It's kind of hard with a K and a Q. Makes it a little bit tough. Maybe it would look better like this. Okay, and let's pick somebody else that would look much nicer. Let's see. No, I don't like Loxley either. But you get the idea. You can really come in here and look at some stuff and see what you like. I kind of like that. It's not real, we're going to say, okay, bring it onto screen. I'm going to make this about 1.5 inches. And now I'm going to come in here and maybe move these a little bit to where I like them a little better. So there is Jen's. We're going to do Jen in a monogram form. And I could use alignment tools and everything, but sometimes when you've got weird letters, Q's are weird. You know, sometimes the K's are a little strange or the L's. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to eyeball this till I like the way that looks. And I might do hers, well, it doesn't matter what color. However it prints out, it doesn't matter because I'm going to use whatever color of vinyl I want. And I kind of like that. Let's look at some other monogram styles that we've got here. I really like this one. It just didn't look good with those letters. Nope, I like what I've got. So we're going to come in here and now I've picked a monogram style and I can put that. Now again, you could look and find if there was something you wanted to dress it up with. Now Hope's got some really nice circle monograms and everything in here for you as well. Let's go back in here and see if we see something we like that we might want to put with. Ooh. Well, that might be kind of cool. I like that. Give her a little crown. So I'm going to come in here and again, now if I'm going to use one color, it's not going to matter. Well, it won't matter anyway because I don't need registration marks. Nothing is over anything else. Now, if I was going to do it in 2 different colors of vinyl, I'm still going to use the registration marks because that makes sure everything will get there lined up well. So let's go ahead and add them in, and then I can decide if I want to use a different color of vinyl later or not. So there's Jen's. So I've done some fun stuff with lettering. Now, I could have done, I'll do one other quick thing. Let's say for one of my granddaughters, let's go ahead with this crown. And I'm going to bring this crown in and let's see how big this crown is. Oh, it's about 4 inches wide. I think I'm going to make that about, let's maintain aspect ratio and make it about 6 inches wide and say apply. And then I might want to, let's see, let's create an outline around it. I just want one. And I want it about 1/4 point, okay, the spacing, I want about 1/4 inch away. Okay, so I've got that, and I might want to take that, and I might want to add some rhinestones. Now I'm going to take this path and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to convert that path to rhinestones. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some heat transfer vinyl, and I'm also going to cut out of flocking. I'm going to cut out to put my rhinestones in. So I'll put a crown on Dietz's shirt, and what I could do here is I could also come in here and I could say, well, let me see. I could come in here, click on, let's pick a different color for my text so I can see it well. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put in Dietza. And I'm going to put her name in a pretty, I like breezy. Let's see how that looks. Let's apply. And let's do maybe a 1 spacing. Pull those letters in. And I could just have some fun here with this. So you can do a lot of fun, a lot of designing. So here, I'll use some glitter heat transfer vinyl. I'll have her name on over the top of it, and I will put rhinestones all around Dietz's and put this on a t-shirt with some heat transfer. So again, I would come in here then and I would say File. Now I would go Save to Cut. Now this is a little tricky because I got more than one thing, right? Well, the first thing I want to see is what is heat transfer vinyl, or glitter heat transfer vinyl, excuse me. Then I'm going to say next. I'm going to follow what it tells me to do. Finish it. Now I will save this, and of course I will go ahead and add registration marks to it so I can line everything up. Now I will put the heat transfer vinyl on, and the rhinestone will all be cut separate. Then it'll set over the top of the heat transfer vinyl after that's done, and I will press that down. But of course, again, what are we going to do? We're going to go watch Hope show us how to do rhinestones. We're going to watch Hope tell us how to do the heat transfer vinyl. So it makes it very simple when you have all of Hope's videos in here. Well, I hope you enjoyed this project of the week. I hope it gave you a little bit of working knowledge in here with our craft and cut, and I'll try and do another one before the holidays. I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great week.